Hey everybody, this is Steve of Steve and Jennifer at the Common Milkweed Wildflower Farm, and I'm just, it's spring almost. It seems like it can't make up its mind like usual, but I was just going to give a review of some of the things we're changing around here for this year's growing season of native plants. And one of those is we have moved our plant tables back to our parking area. We had them there originally, but we thought, oh gosh, let's make more space and spread things out, and we put them over here in our orchard, which was fine. But then we started reading about permaculture, which we had for a long time, but we started kind of thinking more about it and using our space very strategically and very efficiently to get more done. So that's where the tables used to be. We have moved them, and we're going to plant more fruit trees because it's our orchard anyway. We already have several, but we're going to do more anyhow. So therefore, the tables are over here, and you can see that we've still got plenty of room because we're going to put plants on these old pallets too. And then we still have room for a couple cars to park here for people when they visit, and several spots over by the house. So we found that parking over here ended up being only about good for 2 cars anyway, because people would, due to no fault of their own, not know exactly where to park, so they just kind of park in the middle. But that's okay. It helped us get to this place. Another thing is, a friend of ours got us a good deal on these totes, they call them. They're these plastic totes. You see them everywhere now, but they're used for various products, liquid products, and he got us 4 of these for like, I don't know, 30 bucks a piece, which is a pretty good deal. And that is going to be our rainwater harvesting system for times of the year when rain slows down, because we currently use well water, and the chemistry of that water is suspect in terms of being out of balance for container plants. So we're going to have 275 gallons times 4 capacity here to supplement that well water during the times of year when rain slows down, like in August. And I'll just connect all these. If you want to learn more about using totes for rainwater harvesting, just go to YouTube and Google or search on using IBC totes for rainwater harvesting. There's tons of videos. I'm not going to go into it, but I am essentially going to connect these in series and then probably drop a DC pump in one of them and pump out into a garden hose and water this stuff, and probably power it with a solar panel and a battery backup. So update on that later. And here's our greenhouse that we finished last fall, which is connected to our little barn here. I'll do another more in-depth video on that later, but we haven't really gotten anything in it yet. But it's something we've always wanted to do, as well as a hoop house, which we finished up last fall. And we also, I'll just walk back here we also replaced the back part of our garden fence because it was A, kind of rotting away, and B, our garden was too far back. So we moved it in about, I don't know, 30 feet, and so this stuff, which was, it was kind of too wet to be in the garden anyway. It's really a natural wetland, and you can tell, I mean, it's obvious, but by what grows here. It wasn't so obvious when this was lawn, but it became more obvious when the native plants that came back, and also that we planted, could clearly show you where the hydrology was wet. So we're gonna let this become wet again and be more efficient in the garden. So everything we're trying to do is to become more efficient so that we get more done in less space, have more space left over for wildlife and for our enjoyment. And to illustrate it, you can do a whole lot on a small acreage. We only have 3.5 acres, but we're probably only using, I don't know, maybe an acre max for people stuff, and the rest is for critters, but and for us to enjoy, obviously. What was I going to say? So yeah, we'll be forced to be more efficient in the garden due to it being smaller, but that's okay because we should be more efficient anyway. That's our opinion. Efficiency is good. More later.